So, this is definitely probably one of the weirdest vlogs I've ever made, but, cannot really believe I'm actually making this, but did any of you realize that apparently nose fetishes exist? Yeah, and half my viewers just want to run off this video right there. No, I don't have one. I always seem to be the target of this, though. Like, oh my god. It seems like the cruelest twist of fate that the only parts of me physically that people ever seem to like are the things that I am the most insecure about. Like, my scars, my non-existent boobs, and my big fucking nose. These are the things that guys have been known. Actually, I can't even say just guys, because there have been a few girls too. But mostly, guys have been known to get weirdly into with me. And I'm like, fuck, why? Why? I don't understand. But the nose seems to be the big one. Poor choice of words. I did not intend on that. But, alright, so. Like, why am I making this video? Because this person I had completely forgotten about commenting on a video of mine, like, over a year ago that I, like, legit about died laughing over at the time until I realized this person was serious, and then I just got squicked out and scared over. Apparently they're back making more comments, and I'm like, oh my god, fuck, why? But, okay. I should probably backpedal first, though, before I get to that guy, and point out that there have even been boyfriends of mine who have had a weird thing for my nose. Like, the one very long-term boyfriend, I think he was, like, describing his ideal woman to me one time, like, what his type is. And in this description, he included nice, strong, nice, big nose, and I'm just like, at the time I'm thinking, bitch, did you really just go there? But I'm like, was that like a backhanded compliment or insult, or what the fuck was that? And it was not just a one-time comment, it kept coming up over time, like, not every time I saw him or anything like that, but just at the weirdest times, it would be mentioned and would make me all sorts of self-conscious over my nose, right when I would start getting to a point where I'd have the teeniest little modicum of confidence in my appearance. He'd make a comment like that and right back into the ground. No confidence for me. I swear, if they didn't look so painful, I probably would get a nose job and just be fucking done with it. Like, I am not even kidding. Because, you know what, I feel like if it weren't for this fucking nose, I wouldn't be terrible to look at. It's mostly my nose that I feel like makes me ugly. So, you know, there's that. I mean, I know the ears aren't great either, but I mean, it's not so much that they're big, it's that they stick out, and if they were pinned back, you know, I mean, I can live with the ears. I don't care that much about the ears, it's the nose that bothers me. But apparently it's the nose that some people are weirdly into. Now, see, that comment from that guy, those comments in general, weren't that weird in the grand scheme of things. If anything, they just made me uncomfortable and self-conscious. Which brings us to a guy that I wouldn't ever call him a boyfriend per se, but kind of just a repeated drunk hookup. That was a very, very, very poor choice that every time it happened, I legit fucking hated myself for it by the next day. Like, this 60-plus-year-old man that used to play with Eddie Money. Don't ask. Don't fucking ask! I don't know either. He's a friend of my dad's, which makes it that much worse. But, yeah. Under normal circumstances, I have literally zero attraction to this person whatsoever. Alright? None. Like, it's probably in negative numbers. There is absolutely nothing attractive about this guy. You get some booze in me, though. Apparently, I'm the world's biggest slut, and apparently will pretty much go to bed with anybody. And this guy, I still remember the very first time I got sloshed and went home with him. I was making out with him to a Doors album, actually. Why this is even relevant, I don't know. But, like, he's making out with me, and all of a sudden he asks, hey, would you mind it if I sucked on your nose? And I was so drunk, I just did not give a shit. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't understand why somebody would do that. No one had ever done that to me before. I can safely say nobody else has since, besides this one person. But, like, the whole time I just felt so uncomfortable, and do you know how fast a person will sober up under those kind of circumstances, and how aware of the smell of saliva a person becomes when their nose is literally being sucked on? Yeah, all sorts of uncomfortable. And he eventually apparently got bored with that and started doing other stuff. And then later on, can I suck on your nose again? Do you like that? I'm like, I'm not into it, but I guess if you really want to, you know, if that gets you off, you go ahead. So he did. And the whole time I'm thinking, God, if you would just put your mouth in good use elsewhere, I'd be a happy girl right now. But no, you want my fucking nose. Okay, what the hell? And, like, he went back to it, like, 4 times after that point. And I'm just like, by this point, I'm getting annoyed, alright? And I had been horny till that happened. I probably would have fucked him if it hadn't been for that. Which, you know, hindsight, very glad I didn't, because, as it was, I hated myself enough just for making out with him that night. Hated myself more for future instances that became more than that, but, dear God, like, what the fuck? Like, I knew in the moment it was weird, and that this is not normal. But, you know, who am I to judge what somebody's into? I sure as shit have my own weird-ass fetishes that not everyone shares, so okay, who am I to judge someone else's? The nose? Really? So alright, that's time number 1 with him. I come back sloshed with him another night, and then you know what he comments on? I shit you not, the nice big nose. Word for word, what the prior boyfriend had been known to say about my nose. I'm thinking, oh my God, for real, I legit need to just save my pennies for frickin' plastic surgery to make sure this just stops happening. Oh my God, why? Of all the things that somebody could be attracted to me for, why is it my fucking nose? I hate my nose. And it seems to only attract weirdos. It doesn't seem to attract normal people, but, holy crap. So guess what he asked to do that night? Yeah. And this time I was a little more hesitant, even though I was more drunk that night. I was more hesitant about it. Like, I think I started letting, but at the same time was kind of, like, trying to subtly, you know, try to move his mouth elsewhere, anywhere, off my nose. I don't care if you're making out with the side of my head, just get off of my fucking nose. And I kept having to redirect him elsewhere. Holy crap, just, for those of you who have not hit the dating world yet, you ain't missing out on much when it comes to creepers. Sure, there's a lot of good that come from the dating world, but there's also a hell of a lot of weird shit that people don't seem to talk about that comes with the territory. This is not normal behavior that everyone runs into, though, but everyone has their weirdo what-the-fuck stories, okay? And this seems to be a repetitive theme that keeps coming back. So, okay. This guy, like, I swear to God, every time that I ended up going home with him, which, you know, you'd think I would have just stopped getting drunk anytime I was in the same vicinity as this guy, but no, I apparently don't learn. I don't fucking learn. Just, it is terrible. But, this is not recent, by the way. This was, oh shit, 4 years ago, I want to say. 4-ish. What year is it right now? 2017, so that would have been... maybe either 2012 or 2013. So, several years back. It's not that recent. So, anyway, needless to say, though, at this point, anytime he is in the vicinity, I kind of hide out, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this guy face-to-face sober. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. And I'm too tempted to apparently get sloshed just to deal with being around this guy, because, oh my god, he's such a fucking narcissist that I can't even, like, stand him if I'm sober. So I drink, but then when I drink, apparently I'm a slut, so I can't win. So apparently my only way to win is just to avoid him like the plague. But anyway, beside the point. What brought this up today? A dude that commented about a year ago on one of my videos. Like, originally he commented what I thought was just like a natural curiosity type question. And he asked, do people with big noses have bigger sneezes? I don't think that has anything to do with it. Up till I started having allergies to fucking everything, I actually had teeny little mousy type sneezes. So yeah, I don't think there's any correlation between nose size and sneeze size, loudness, okay, whatever. So I commented that back, figuring, I mean, I definitely have weird as shit questions that I Google the hell out of, so, I mean, this person had enough balls to ask a random person on the internet that they probably figured it would make no difference to ask. Alright. Is there smeared mascara? Or is that a shadow? Sorry, I am ADD. Let's find out. I don't think... This is not the waterproof mascara, so it could be a shadow. Yeah, I guess it's a shadow, not smeared. Whatever. Okay, so, sorry, ADD. So I thought that was the end of it when I answered it, right? And then the guy comments back again. Can you sneeze on command? I have fucking allergies, dude. I'd rather not sneeze on command. I have a hard enough time not sneezing just on a normal day-to-day basis. It's a good day if I can keep myself from sneezing constantly. And I think I even commented something back to that effect. And to that, he comments back again, if I give you my number, could you sneeze into my voicemail? And this is where the red flags went off of, oh my god, it's a perv. It's a perv who's into sneezes. Ah! Oh my god, I don't think I've ever been quite so weirded out as I was in that moment of, what the fuck, there's a sneeze or nose fetish that exists? Why? Fucking why? Oh my god, okay. And I was like, no, I will not. And before I could even finish getting that short little blurb typed back to him, he's like, feel free to use a Q-tip or any props you need to. What? Which tells me I am not the first person this person has asked this request of. So I may have been bad, and I may have kind of given his phone number to 4chan and told them the story and told them to run with it. I'm a terrible person. But, yeah, that actually, I thought was the end of it right there. Until today. And apparently he commented, I still like your nose. Do people with big noses have more sneezes? He's fucking back, and I double-checked. I searched his name in the comment bar. It's definitely the same guy. Oh god. So just for clarification, and thinking back to the other weirdos who've been fixated on my nose. Oh, that's not it. I just remembered another one that I hadn't even remembered in thinking of the stuff leading up to what should be in this video. I actually had a girlfriend once, too, who was weirdly fixated on my nose, but because she claimed it made me look like John Lennon. No, I don't think so. No. Either side, I don't see the resemblance, but okay, if you see it, that's cool. I didn't think too much of it at the time, but she kept commenting about it, like, over a long period of time, and it did get uncomfortable. And I never had the balls to tell her how uncomfortable it made me. There is a good chance she may be watching this video, even though it's been over 10 years since I dated her. So, that's awkward if that's a thing. Sup, if you're watching. Sup, Sarah. But anyway, yeah, anyhow, that was special. But anyway, so back to today. For clarification, I was like, I know I'm gonna regret this, but let's go to the Google machine and let's type in nose fetish and see if this is a thing or if I've just apparently been sought out by the few and far between nose weirdos of the world. Wikipedia says it's a thing. Oh god. And it's worse than I could have imagined. Nose fetishism, nose partialism, or nasophilia, oh god, it has a name, is the partialism or paraphilia for the nose. This may include the sexual attraction to a specific form of physical variation of the appearance, such as shape and size, or a specific area, for example, the bridge or nostrils. The fetish may manifest itself in a desire for actual physical contact or interaction, see the nose sucker, or specific fantasies such as the desire to penetrate the nostrils. And that was the point when this went flying across the room. I was like, nope, 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 and nope. Holy hell. And then I had to go pick it up because it's still my iPod, and then figured, I'm holding it, I may as well read the rest. Other fantasies may include the desire to observe or experience a transformation of a nose with reference to an element of a fictional work such as Pinocchio. Or ideas concerning the transformation of the nose into that of another creature's, like a pig's snout, or as a means of sexually humiliating a partner or acquaintance. Which brings me back to, another person I dated who used to have me wear a rubber kitten nose. I didn't question it, I just thought she was into kitten play. I just, again, I like weird shit too, so I didn't question it too much, and I already had the ears, so why not? But now I'm like, oh dear God, was it another nose person? What the fuck? These fantasies may be assisted with use of props, roleplay, or transformation fiction in the form of writing, artwork, or modified photographs of people, known as morphing. Sigmund Freud interpreted the nose as a substitute for the penis. The truth comes out about the nose sucker. Apparently, on some subconscious level, maybe he's gay. But, what exactly this means for all the rest of them, I'm not sure. According to Freud, is he saying if I were a man, I'd have a big dick? I have small hands. I don't think that would have been a thing. Don't think so. I'm just, oh my god. Oh my god, like, I'm so uncomfortable. Holy crap, like, nope. I'm not sure what's worse. How weirded out I was before looking this up, or how weirded out I am now knowing all this additional shit that apparently is also part of it. And that's just searching nose fetishism. I never even got around to sneeze fetish. Should I look it up? I'm scared to look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Because morbid curiosity. I don't want to look it up. Oh my god, it has a forum. The first thing that comes up is a sneeze fetish forum. Oh god. There's two of them. And they've been updated even today. Oh my god. And then the next thing down is an article inside the strange world of sneeze fetishes. Oh god. Why am I clicking it? Help. Send help. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? What the hell am I looking at, guys? What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Oh, nope. 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 Oh my god. Why? What the hell? What the hell? I'm trying to just skim through the article and get to the meat of why. Why is this a thing? What? Oh my god. As one sneezing fetish webmaster writes, interest in sneezing showed itself on the web in 1995 in the form of messages on news groups for fetishes in general. By 1999, she estimates, there were only about 400 sneezing fetishists online spread across various chat rooms and forums. Let that sink in. Only 400. That's still 400 people in the world who get their jollies off sneezes. I am so deeply uncomfortable and unsettled right now. Today, SFF, which seems to be the premier web destination for anyone with this proclivity, has a membership of nearly 3,500. Well, I suppose compared to other fetish sites, that's still pretty small, but oh god. Why do I feel like a large number of them may find me? I hope not. A surprisingly large number of these posters are women. Really? Really? Freud theorized that only men could develop a fetish, but he never had any of the SFF ladies on his couch. The size of this co-ed SFF user base still pales in comparison to the membership numbers of internet forums for more popular sexual fetishes like foot fetishism or even diaper fetishism. Given the way the internet tends to magnify even the smallest of niches, this must mean that sneezing fetishism is one of the rarest of all sexual interests. And apparently my nose is so spectacular that it keeps finding all these super rare fetishists one after the other, huh? Holy crap. You'd think with those kind of numbers it'd be rare enough if I ran across one of these, but I've apparently run across several. But still, a few thousand people being into the same thing can't be just a fluke, so what's sexy about sneezing? There's an odd myth that 10 sneezes in a row is the equivalent to an orgasm, and although it's nowhere near true, yeah, I'll attest there is nothing similar about that. The physiological parallels between sneezing and orgasm are hard to ignore. There is literally no. Again, as somebody who has really severe allergies, fuck no, those two things are nowhere in the same realm as one another. One is enjoyable. One is fucking hell on earth if you sneeze that many times in a row. Fuck that. In addition to having an unpronounceable job title, an otorhinolaryngologist, better known as an ENT. Oh, hey, I actually was probably fairly close to getting it then. Is someone who studies ears, nose, and throat conditions. Damn it, I had a second go. Otorhinolaryngologists Murat Songgu and Samal Sinji describe sneezing as a reflex that may be divided into two phases. In the first sensitive phase, the nasal mucosa are stimulated by chemical or physical irritants, which in turn cause neural stimulation that increases until it reaches a threshold. In layman's terms, this threshold is the moment when you realize you have to sneeze and start to move your hand to your nose. Yeah, again, for people with severe allergies, that takes almost nothing. The second phase of the sneeze, which Songgu and Sinji refer to as the efferent or respiratory phase, consists of eye closing, deep inspiration, and then a forced expiration with initial closing of the glottis and increasing intrapulmonary pressure. Finally, the action commonly known as a sneeze is the sudden dilation of the glottis that gives rise to an explosive exit of air through the nose and mouth, washing out mucosal debris and irritants. And oh no. Oh god. An orgasm is a reflex that follows a similar physiological pattern, initial sensitivity, and an increase in stimulation up to a threshold called a plateau in this scientific context, which gives way to a release in the form of a palpable bodily response, muscle contractions, elevated heart rate, and for men, ejaculations. In fact, American sex therapist Dr. Ruth Yay! Dr. Ruth! I love her! Westheimer once famously demystified the orgasm by saying, an orgasm is just a reflex, like a sneeze. Just because it's a reflex like a sneeze does not mean that the two are interchangeable by any means. Oh, well, they basically, it's the same thing. That doesn't mean, of course, that orgasms and sneezes act in the same way in terms of arousal, but perhaps there's something about this roller coaster ride of tension and releasing that sneezing fetishists understandably find appealing. Maybe if they're the ones doing the sneezing and they're into this, that would make sense. But explain people who just apparently are turned on by hearing sneezing, like the dude that leaves the comments. I don't know. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to keep an open mind here. Uncomfortable though I may be, I'm trying to keep an open mind here. When one member of SFF tries to describe how it feels for him to sneeze, for example, he sounds as if he's recounting an orgasm. It's hard to describe exactly what I feel, but it's sort of a combination of release, relief, excitement, and relaxation all rolled into one. Another waxes euphemistic. The physical act of sneezing, build-up release, good feeling afterwards, to put it in a shorter format, is similar to something else. Like the otorhinolaryngologists too, SFF members divide the sneeze up into two phases, build-up and release, or as one puts it, ahs and chews. Oh my god. Some folks on the forum prefer the build-up, the gasping breaths, the heaving chest, and the look of desperation as they try to fight it, and others prefer the release. I think I enjoy the release more as long as it's a nice, intense, consonant-filled release and not an outdrawn, vowel-filled one. What? What the fuck does that mean? No, you know what? No, I should not be asking that because I'm so scared somebody in the comments is actually going to answer that and I actually really don't want to know. That's not the only divide in the sneezing fetish community. There are also competing preferences for sudden versus drawn-out sneezes, loud and proud versus quiet sneezes, and for sneezing oneself versus watching other people sneeze. There we go. There's where that guy falls into it, apparently. Because apparently it's a divided thing. Okay. Some sneezing fetishists also have a soft spot for stifled sneezes, which can be unhealthy, by the way. And within this subgroup, there are idiosyncratic weaknesses for different types of stifles. Clean, cute stifles, loud stifles, failed stifles, successful stifles, silent stifles. To each their own, apparently. Holy shit. I have fallen down a rabbit hole, haven't I? I thought I was just making a quickie little vlog to vent about how weirded out I am, and apparently it's turned into this. Oh god. But by far the most controversial kind of sneeze on SFS is the so-called false alarm. Whenever someone builds up to a sneeze but never follows through. For some, this is the sneezing fetish equivalent of a good striptease. Others are not amused and deem it disappointing. Are you shitting me? I I could not make this up, guys. I could not make this up. Throughout sneezing, or wait, yeah, I read it right. Throughout sneezing fetish quarters of the web, there's also a focus on the loss of control that accompanies a sneeze. As one early sneezing fetish webmaster wrote, nobody can hide who they are when they sneeze. For just that 1 second, they allow us a glimpse of something they can't hide, something they can't stop. It's beautiful, very sexy. No, no, it's not. It's really gross. I'm not trying to yuck your yum, but oh my god, really though? In this respect, sneezing fetishism shares some common territory with BDSM, even if it might be hard to picture Christian Grey getting off on a case of the sniffles. Okay, alright, that made me laugh. But none of this answers the question of how a sneezing fetish comes to be. From the very first writing on sexual fetishism, psychologists have theorized that fetishes have roots in a singular childhood experience. As Freud wrote, the choice of a fetish is an after effect of some sexual impression received as a rule in early childhood. Okay, I understand the psychological end of this, because I have heard that theory before, although not in context of sneezes, but, okay. Most SFF members have had the fetish since childhood, and many can recall specific incidents in which they made powerful erotic associations with sneezing. Oh no. Do I want to read the rest of this? For example, Woman writes, yeah, there's no name. I watched The Count on Sesame Street, counting flower pots and sneezing after each one. Man, that felt so good. For reference, the Count sneezes 7 times. They have a link to it. I'm not clicking it. I feel like I remember that video, though. But Freud also theorized that the sex drive is initially polymorphously perverse, meaning that it's naturally inclined to wander into all sorts of strange territory. Yeah, I'll give him that. So it's hard to know the true significance of these etiological moments. His explanation of normal heterosexuality, after all, is at least 10 times more convoluted than his account of fetishism. And while sneezing fetishism might be fun for the normal to gawk at, it's also a richly textured erotic world full of mysteries that have yet to be explored. It's more than just a weird fixation, it's a complex but rare form of human sexuality. So, to all the sneezing fetishists out there who have put up with the internet's exotifying gaze these past few years, bless you. Aha, aha, aha. Funny. Not really. So I guess that explains how or why, but I don't understand the appeal. I don't want to understand the appeal, but I don't know. If you could stop making me be the object of your fetishism, that'd be great. Please, K, thanks. It makes me very uncomfortable, like for real. Holy shit. Like, this is right up there with the dude who was very into my flat chest because it reminded him of a little boy. Never went out with that dude again after that day, needless to say. Because, set off some big red alarm bells of, holy shit, this is potential child predator, get the fuck away from me. But, yeah, it's just, no, I am so not comfortable with this, and it makes me want a nose job that much worse. Oh, holy shit, just, why me? Why me? Oh my gosh, like, I don't get it. I really don't. Although, to be fair, I feel like if I had a nose job, I'd have to have other plastic surgery on my face too, because then there would just be all this blank space that's, used to be occupied that now isn't, and now my eyes are too far apart, and just everything's wrong, and I could see this turning into a slippery slope that ends up something like Michael Jackson, easily. I don't really want that to happen. Maybe I should just leave it and suck it up. God. Like, really, though. Why me? Why me? I don't understand. I mean, I get that I'm a weird little fucker. I get that. And maybe it's the fact that I'm so weird that brings out these weird proclivities in people to where they feel like, well, she's weird, so I'm weird, therefore maybe we can be weird together. I don't know. That's like my only theory on this. And in certain situations, you know what? I'm down with that, but I'm not down with the nose fetish. I'm sorry. I'm not. I know people can't control what they're into, but please stop with my nose specifically. There's lots of other people with big noses who you can fetishize over who might not mind. Like, for real. Look elsewhere, please. Not towards me. I am just, oh god. Please stop. Yeah. So, today took an interesting turn, didn't it? I felt like I should share it with you guys, because I'm just like, what the hell? And if I'm like, what the hell, I can only imagine what you guys must be thinking over. So, yeah, I decided, what the fuck, I'll just share with you guys, so. That was a thing. Total TMI vlog of the day, I suppose, but, yeah. Maybe you guys got a good laugh out of it at least anyway, hopefully, if nothing else. Although you're probably so skeeved out that you probably just bailed ages ago, and I can't say as I'll blame ya. So, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, so as usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, leave comments down below. Until next time, bye!